its numbers. But let's talk real estate and let's talk about what's really happening within the industry. Let's welcome on board Prashant Bindal, the Chief Sales Officer at Lodha Group, and talk about how their quarterly business update was, given that it turned out to be the best ever quarterly pre-sales in Q3 for them. Prashant, hi, morning. Welcome to the show. Good to be speaking with you. Prashant, for the 9 month of FY26, you've recorded a pre-sales at 14,640, and your guidance for full year is about 21,000. And to meet the guidance, you've to achieve another sales of 6,360 odd crore rupees in Q4 only. Are you on track to achieve this?
Hi, good morning. Yes, I think the quarter and YTD 9 months performance, the quarter performance of more than 5,500 crores and YTD performance of 14,500 crore has been very, very reassuring for us. And, frankly saying, along with the numbers, what it gives us is a continued confidence in our business model, fundamental of which is balance. For last 5 years, we have maintained this balance of 65 to 70% business coming from the existing business and 30 to 35% coming from the new launches. So not only in this quarter, but if you look at last 10 to 15 quarters, the key hallmark of our business has been this consistency and predictability. And I think, and so there are no crests and troughs as such in this performance. So yes, our guidance has been 21,000 crore. And considering that consistency and predictability is the hallmark of our business, we are fairly confident of reaching our guidance.
Prashant, so you reached 21,000 at the end of FY26. I wonder, and by the way, this is Harsha. So good chatting with you. But you reached 21,000 by the end of FY26. I wonder whether you can keep up that growth, because you've guided for 50,000 crore of pre-sales by FY31, which is a 20 odd percent CAGR. I'm trying to understand whether that's a linear 20% growth you get every year, or will there be a significant bump up towards the latter end or the former? Trying to get a sense of the glide path.
See, if you see our performance for last 5 years, our model is such that there will never be much of crests and troughs. We generally follow our linear trend to a great extent. And as I said in my earlier brief, that our strength is that delivering that weekly sustenance business, that's key to our fundamentals. So 65 to 70% of that business, say for example, out of 21,000 crore, about 15 to 16,000 crore business will come from the existing business. So say last quarter, we were able to deliver a 300 crore quarterly weekly business. So this quarterly weekly business is the one that we keep on trending, and the balance comes from the new launches. So if you look at a trajectory from 20,000 crore to 50,000 crore, we'll keep on raising these weekly sustenance business from 300 crore to 325 to 350. Like last year, the same quarter, the weekly business was 250 crore. So 250 crore has moved to 300 crores. We hope that by next year, Q3, we have taken it to 350 crores weekly business. So in a 13-week cycle, so we take that, raising that bar from 4,000 to 5,000 to 6,000 crore weekly business coming from our sustenance existing business. And rest, the balance comes from the new launches. Now, the new launches it may happen in Q1, it may happen in Q2, it may get shifted by 12 months, 14 months. So the balance is, so 65 to 70% of the business will be more or less there, at plus minus 5%. Rest happens when the new geography launches happen. So if you build the trajectory from 20,000 to 50,000 crore business, so as the new project gets launches, that is the only fill in the blank. The sustenance business will continue to maintain its trajectory. That's what we're confident of.
Okay. And Prashant, this 6,000 odd crore, 6,300, 6,400 crore that you need to achieve for Q4 to meet that full year guidance will mean around a 30% growth for you, roughly, give or take a few percentage points. You're saying that that's doable. What's the lever for that?
So see, I said, for example, we believe that from the existing projects, we will be able to generate a business of 325 odd crore weekly business, in this quarter. So roughly 4,500 crore business will happen from the existing projects. That's a very consistent business that we do. And roughly 2,000 crore business or 1,800 crore business will happen from the new geography launches that are planned, one in Pune and two in Bombay. and we believe that that will take us to the 6,300 crore business that is needed for the quarter.
Okay. And with regard to collections, how's that playing out, Prashant? Give us a pulse of that.
See, collection is again, it remains a consistent in the sense is that as the business keeps on adding up, and as the project gets completed, the collection follow the trend. Generally we follow a trend of that. Whatever is the existing business of the year, about 80% of that is the collection target, because a lot of the collection comes from the previous year project. From this year business, we collect about 50 odd percent of the revenue coming from this year project, and balance coming from the previous year project. So roughly the collection is, it remains, the trend is about 80 odd percent of whatever pre-sales that we generate for the year.
Prashant, tell me, you've already crossed your FY26 GDV guidance, right, of 2.35 times. What is the outlook then for, say, next 2 to 3 years? And which region, according to you, will be driving growth for you?
See, again, the whole idea of adding new projects is so that, we keep on contributing to 35 to 40% of our subsequent year guidance coming from the new projects, as I've said. And, we keep on, already we are, the 70% of the business comes from Bombay. In last 3 years, we have developed Pune and Bangalore, and we go in a very graded manner. See, balances are all marked. We never go overboard anywhere. So we took 3 years to develop the Pune market. This year, hopefully, we'll deliver a 4,000 crore business coming in Pune. Next 2 to 3 years, we hope to scale it to 5 to 6,000 crores. Bangalore, in last 3 years, we have developed it to a 2,500 crore market. We would like to take it to 5,000 crore market in next 2 to 3 years. We hope to enter NCR market, and that gives us the idea of about the top 4 markets: Bombay, Pune, Bangalore, and NCR. And again, but NCR again we are looking at as a very balanced approach, very graded approach. 3 years is a pilot time we take to develop any city, and that's how we intend to do it in NCR. So next 2 to 3 years, say roughly about 60% of the business coming from Bombay and 40% from outside Bombay. That's how we look at the 3-year perspective.
Have to ask about the data center opportunity. That's where most realty players are headed. What about you?
See, again, we look at the overall business portfolio in terms of, see, for example, any top line that we do must lead to the bottom line. So whatever we are trying to do we are trying to do it in the sense that how much is adding to the PAT, where is the PAT headed? And I think that's the key driver for any business. So data center is also a part of that. How do we extend our category of the business, and how does it add to the overall balance sheet so data center in that respect is only to that extent that how do we carry our overall bottom line to that extent. So for us, everything is very balanced approach. We don't go overboard on any geography, any segment, any category. It's more of a very graded, guarded approach in every sense.
Okay, great to have you then, Prashant, and good luck once again, and congratulations too on the pre-sales.
Thank you. Thank you very much.